Okay, so now I'm looking at risk. Same theory applies. I am trying to find out where all the institutions are setting their traps for people. I don't have a mentor, so this is something I have to learn on my own. I came onto this theory, came upon this theory watching some guy's video. He gave very little information, but enough to get me started. So I'm just trying to figure this stuff out on my own. So what I'm looking at here, Lisk is doing a sudden pump, and let's just take a look at um, where is Lisk at on here? This page. Oh, we're on page 2. Okay, Lisk is right here on page 1. Well, was on page 1. Did it just bounce back to page 2? Kind of hard to keep up with these things sometimes. Where did Lisk go? Well, I don't know. It's around here somewhere. Lisk. Wait. Oh, here we go. 8.5%. Okay. So when I go and take a peek, oh, I got a lot of these open. Did not mean to do that. Oh, well, here, Lisk. So it looks like it's having a pullback on here, but as you can see, it's not populated. Bittrex is really messing up with their charts. You can't even depend on the graphs, it seems like, because the chart graphs just doesn't, the time is off. You know, it doesn't match up with any of this stuff. It's the delay is real. And even sometimes this area freezes up. This might be moving, but this will be stuck. So some of you people may need to refresh your page just before you do a trade, just to make sure it's at the area that you wanted to be at, and you not think it's here and it's actually dropped, and you put in a buy right here and it snatches your buy up so fast because this price is probably 74.94, not 75.94, you know. Or it's not picking up your order because you want to a buy right here, but the prices already went up to like 76.92 instead of 75. And you want like, why isn't this thing picking up my order? So you might want to hit refresh just before you make any purchase on Bittrex until they fix that. So so let's take a look at Lisk. So this is what I you know, there wasn't a lot of information because Lisk, as you can see, is not very old, but actually, you know what? So it came down, it hit. So it has to find itself right in here. So I can see where it has started finding a little home where things are starting to get played out right here. So what I'm trying to figure out is how to play the tops and the bottoms by finding the traps that institutional traders do, or just the pattern. So right here, I'm starting to notice, where are we at? This is where I would want to start looking at taking trades, because right here I noticed that there's a wick here. So I'm going to start looking for this in the future, because this seems like there's a lot of tricks being played here. And look right here. This is like an area where I guess institutions was coming to try to snatch out all the people who were trading down, to get them going into trading more down, and the people who were thinking it was going to turn around, taking out their stops, picking up people's breakouts, and then turning around and slowly tricking them and do whatever they're going to do. So I will look for this area to do this again somewhere later on. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. So these are things that I'm looking for. So what am I going to do with this? I mean, I really don't know. It's just a theory right now. I'm just guessing, but I'm assuming that if this stuff is done, it's done for a reason. So anytime I start to notice something like this, I'm going to be looking for it later on in the future. And we can see that there's a common thing that occurs here. It's a common occurrence. And then you see right here, things tend to happen off the same, they bounce off the same support platform, or I want to call it the same zones. This is where there's just a lot of, I guess, what they would call consolidation. There's a lot of decision making going in here, and then there's big moves. So now this tells me anytime something comes in this area, I need to look for either a reversal or a big jump.